Oh, secret. You don't have to come for dinner. Thank you.
How am I looking here, y'all?
Inspired by the fresh local.
How I'm looking?
Chef Ramsay heads
A
back
little
to
cold. The
Lawrence
AC was on for a little bit too long.
for tonight's dinner service.
Hi, it is me, Wallie. You know, last year I seen me, my hair was a little bit longer, but I grew it. I sure did not grow it. I cut it. I cut it. Because when some shit happens in my life, I just cut this hair of mine. Am I the only girl this happens to? I know. I'm not. Like I always say in my videos, I am just, you know, a fucking roller coaster of emotions. And, yeah, I'm just not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna go right into it and say, wow, let's just talk about the fucking past few months that we all just had to go through. It is now June 22nd, 23rd, 24th. I don't know. It's one of those days. 2020. I genuinely thought that 2020 was gonna be the year for me, you know. One, I fucking love even numbers, and like 2020, like how much more even can we get here? Yeah, but it just went to shits back in March. You know, shit was really difficult. I kind of was one of those people in the beginning that didn't take it as serious. I wasn't really thinking that it was going to affect me or affect my friends or anybody that I've known the way that it did. And it was fucked up. You know, it had a lot of good, bad. I learned so much. I just keep learning about myself. And I had my 30th birthday, quarantine. I should have that shirt on right now, but I got this one. Pretty much, I remember the quarantine. It was my sister's birthday, March 14th, and we had planned to go out. I believe her birthday was on a Friday. And we were supposed to go out that Friday. We had reservations, but that was the weekend that New York had shut down, so we couldn't. We kind of just thought it was going to be over the weekend kind of thing, a week pie, and I think we rescheduled it for the 21st, and I think the 21st was when we realized that, yeah, we all got to stay home. I will say that I have two jobs. I work as a club receptionist at a membership club, and I'm also a server at a bar, a local bar in Queens. And my full-time job, which is my club receptionist job, as soon as everything happened, you know, we closed down. They were amazing to us. They made sure to pay us for the first 2 weeks before we even knew everything was gonna go. Like, they paid us what our paychecks were. I was one of the few people that was lucky to still have income coming in during that time. At the same time, I want to say beginning of April, my bar that I work at, we took steps into practicing, you know, social distancing, and it was trial and error. You know, we had, like, literally all of us were out of jobs, and when we went back to the bar, because we were doing takeout, you know, just drinks and just takeout, I was able to make money. I was able to make income. Unfortunately, about 3 weeks ago, some bullshit happened, and right now I'm not complaining, because once again, I was one of those lucky people to have income throughout my entire quarantine, and then a little bit more income because of the bar. I was, you know, people were just home. Like, what was there to do other than sleep and eat? And I'm sorry, drink, but like, what was there to do? I mean, there was other things to do. You know, you want to learn a new hobby. But in the reality, for like an everyday person, like for myself, I go to a bar every single day. That sounded terrible, but I go out to eat and I go to bars. It's my lifestyle. It's my job. It's my career. So for me, it took a toll on me. It took a toll on having to stay home. The first week I stood home, I'm pretty sure it was 14 days straight, or 7 days straight. It was definitely straight. By the end of that fucking, I want to say 10th day, I was losing my shit. Like when I tell you there was no more freaking shows to watch for me. I couldn't sleep anymore. I couldn't even smoke anymore. Anybody that knows me knows I smoke. I couldn't. I found myself writing a lot again, but just practicing with my spirituality. But it just started taking over my mental. Like, it really started to fuck with me. You know, it was rough. It was extremely, extremely rough for me. And the things that I did for myself to get out of it was I had to get out of my apartment. I had to do things that weren't my everyday. Like I couldn't stay home. I wish I kind of saw my family more, but because my mom is older, we didn't want to get her sick. I was, being around people. My sister had my nephew's not even a year old yet. I wasn't trying to, and my other sister from Harlem, she wasn't with the shit. She wasn't trying to see nobody. So pretty much throughout my quarantine, I spent it with my significant other. And we have been together almost a year now, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot in a sense of we were both cooped up together. We don't live together, but we got that idea. We were together all the time, literally 24/7. We got to learn about each other. We fought, we argued, we made up, we fought again, we made up, we fought again. Like any relationship, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I hope so. Overall, it in terms of my mental, it took a toll. I went through sometimes, and I get emotional, through really dark and sad moments where I couldn't explain what was wrong with me. And I don't think people understand the waves that depression can really hit you. It genuinely just comes in waves. You can have a really good day, a really bad day, but on the regular, I'm able to mask it better. But with everything that was going on, I literally was just losing my shit, and I wasn't being myself. I saw myself taking steps back. I saw myself doing things I didn't want to do. I saw myself turning into the person that I took so freaking long. It took me so long to get to where I'm at right now, and I saw myself taking steps back. And it scared me. I don't like who I used to be. I don't like her much, I've always been kind, but that person is very wild. She's impulsive. She just reacts off emotion, and I speak of it in the third person because it sounds a little crazy, but I got a few personalities in me, and she's in there. So I had to try to come up with different ways of getting better. And because of the whole quarantine, I had to get therapy via the app. I will say I have BetterHelp. It's an app that you get on your phone, and you get a counselor, and you pretty much let them know what is it that you need counseling on. And every week, so pretty much you pay a certain amount for subscribing or whatever. You can do monthly, you can cancel at any time. And I'm still using BetterHelp because throughout everything, I had a phone call for an hour every week. If I wanted to do 2 calls in a week, it would just be an additional $25. You could do a voice call, you could do a FaceTime call. You could, at any time of the day, just text your counselor. She's not going to respond right away, but she's going to respond when she can. And for the most part, they respond immediately. It was probably one time that she was away that she didn't respond to me, but she had her away message on. And she responded just a little bit late, but she did reply. But BetterHelp definitely helped me. My counselor, Lori, definitely fucking helped me. She would listen to me, speak to me, you know, heard my concerns, heard my anxiety. Every time I spoke to her, you know, in the beginning it was like, tell me your story, like what's this and what's that in your life, and then it just got into the real shit, you know. And she would always every week give me homework. She would call it homework, and it was homework, and I would have to do certain like things a week, and I would have to go back to her and tell her what I did. So for instance, one time was like journal entries, which is my shit. I write all the time, period. And you know, I had a moment where I didn't want to text because I was so angry, and I just knew my words were gonna be off of emotion. And she just told me, when I feel that way, just to write in my journal and not, you know, text it or however, you know, I call or whatever. Just to take it, write everything down. It's like writing a letter to whomever it is that you have to speak to, and then rereading it later, and then saying, okay, if that works, send it. If not, or don't send it at all. I had she got through to me, man. She would also teach me some exercises on how to just calm down and focus back in grounding myself into where I am, because I tend to panic a lot, and when I panic, I just don't know what to do. I again react off emotion. Oh, crazy again, you know. So I would suggest, you know, even though like right now we're in phase 2 and slowly but surely things are reopening. I don't want to say the world is going back to what it was, because I don't think it will be. I definitely see a lot of changes, which kind of bothers me and still gives me a bit of anxiety, but it's the world we're gonna have to live in now. It's just the world that we all have to start to get accustomed to again. So, you know, I'm gonna continue to use BetterHelp, because even though I can go to therapy sessions, this is more accessible. If in the middle of the night I'm having a panic attack, or I'm just in my room and I'm crying, or whatever the case is, I could literally text and I will get a response, and it's helped me, you know. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but if you guys know me, you guys just know I fucking ramble, and I'm not editing this shit. 15 minutes is the max I'm gonna go. If you're gonna hear me ramble, give me a thumbs down. Whatever the hell y'all want to do, I'm still gonna ramble. Cheers. But I'm excited. I made 2 other videos. I just kind of feel like this is like a, you know, hey y'all, whatever. I will post the other ones. I don't know, I'm figuring this shit out. Y'all know, I'm just posting. Let me know how your quarantine, how it was for you, you know, anything that you guys did that helped you with your anxiety, or anything, you know, mentally, like if you were going through, you know, I'm always open to some tips. I'm always open to what the fuck helped you, because shit, it might help me. I miss y'all, and I hope y'all miss me, and I hope you like my hair, and if you don't, I really do like it. By the way, this is my like real, this is like, no way, this is like my hair. I woke up literally like this. But bye guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for chatting with me. You know. Comments, love, dislikes, whatever. Subscribe if you'd like. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Bye. And this is really annoying.